Okay, now let's test. Let me get rid of this stream. Move to trash. Okay. Now let's see if it'll work. Otherwise, I'm not even going to bother with Twitch. It's working. It's working. Twitch is working. Let's check this one. Let's check D Live. It's working. It's working on Facebook. Let me see if it's working on YouTube. Let's see if it'll work. It's working on YouTube. Nice. Nice. I got it working on all the streams. All 5. I am streaming on 5 platforms now. This one, YouTube, Facebook, D Live, and Twitch. So I'm streaming on 5 different platforms. That is awesome. All right. So today, Kristan T. Harris will be live at 12 p.m. this afternoon, noon, Eastern Time, 2-hour show. The Rundown Live. Tonight on iDetective. And let me read the description. I could just look on Facebook because I just posted it. A tribute to Mayor Lightfoot and her leadership in the city of Chicago. So it's all about what's going on in Chicago with the crime. So that's tonight on iDetective. Christina Dagis. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the pronunciation. So that is the show tonight. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I've got to send him a message. Okay, I definitely want to get in contact with him. Heck is this? No. Okay, Desiree. I haven't seen Desiree in a long time. Let me send her the information. And good morning to anybody that's watching. I'm still doing a lot of testing and work on these 5 streams. So we're streaming on 5 platforms right now. Just a little bit better upgrades for when it's time to do the Skywatches, because the Perseid Skywatch is coming. The meteor shower, it's the big one. That and Geminids every year. Those are the 2 big meteor showers. And it's really a multi-night event with the Perseids. So I'm thinking the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Now, I haven't looked at the calendar, but I don't care what day they fall on. We're doing Skywatches if the weather cooperates. Matter of fact, let me look at calendar for August. Let's look. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, Wednesdays, I wouldn't start till 10 because I have to do shows. Thursday's not going to be an issue because I'm off Thursday nights. Friday will be an issue. Actually, not that Friday. That's the Friday that the host is coming home from France, so I'll be available at the Don Ecker show. So I could start at 10. So the 11th, even Tuesday I'm going to try. The 10th. At 10. So 10 Eastern on 10 Eastern on Tuesday and Wednesday, the 10th and the 11th, those nights. And then who knows what time, it could be early Thursday because I'm off that night. And Friday, 10, most likely. Which is not bad because the activity doesn't really peak till after midnight. Really, 1, 2 a.m. to dawn. So that's actually pretty good. Now it's all about the weather. But I'm setting this up so I can stream on multiple platforms at once for the meteor shower. And gaming and Skywatches and other cool stuff. Okay, so we're set. Let me just check it out again on Facebook. Yeah, it's live on Facebook. Let's just check one more time. Everything's working. It's working fine on YouTube. It's working fine over here. It's working fine on DLive. So we're streaming on 5 platforms right now. That's pretty cool. And it's all about having the speed. You got to have the speed. I have the highest speed you can get. 1 gigabit. And you got to have the computer. This one has 64 gigabyte of RAM alone. I can add more, but that's overkill. And it's got an over 5.0 CPU. Because that's what did I put in there? The 9. It's not the 7. It's the 9. Matter of fact, let me look at my system. Yeah, it's the i9. So it's really decent. And 64 gigabyte of RAM. So it handles well. Like right now, I'm streaming on 5 platforms. And I am running the KGRA DB station stream. And I've got all these windows open. And my RAM is at 23. And my computer, the CPU, is at 15% with everything that's going on right now. So it's not even sweating. It's not even stressing. It's doing well, which is really good. And what I'm using is Streamlabs OBS. Once you get used to using it, because Keith of P&K Space Imaging, who does an amazing job with Paul and Mark D'Antonio, use OBS Studio. And when you use OBS Studio, when you create a Streamlabs account with OBS, it imports all your settings from your OBS Studio right into Streamlabs. So it's really convenient. It's really easy. So I'm going to have to show Mark Streamlabs, because then he can stream on multiple platforms. Keith is a whiz. Keith should know all this. Keith actually helped Mark and I when we first started using OBS Studio. A lot of the tricks, because he's been using it for so long. But now I'm taking this to a whole new level with Streamlabs. And thanks to Kriston T. Harris for telling me what he uses to stream to all the platforms. Because now I can add widgets, because I paid for this. I can add widgets, little cool stuff on the screen. But I don't like a cluttery screen. I don't like all that clutter. A lot of people like to do it for advertising themselves, promoting, all that stuff, donations. I'm not for that. I'm just doing a straight stream. I do want to do a couple of other tests on Streamlabs. I want to make sure everything is working properly. Let's check the clock. Everything should work. I'm not saying it won't. Let's see if the clock pops up. Okay. The clock is there. Where is the clock? I'm not seeing the clock. So this might have to be reconfigured. See, there's a couple of bugs. It didn't import it. Okay. Properties. It's showing. It's showing here. Oh, I know what I got to do. I've got to move the clock up, but it is up. Let's remove the window. I'm not seeing the clock. That's pretty odd. Oh, could that be it? No. That's image. It's messing with me. Clock. Okay. Okay, transform. Let's do fit to screen. Okay, there it is on the side. Wow, it's really glitchy. This is not as good as... It's disappearing off my screen. It's really weird. I need that clock. I may have to redo the clock. All right, let me put the background window back. Let's fit this to screen. Let's try to redo the clock. Font size. So it's in program files, Jim's apps. Oh, the batteries died in the controller. If it's not one thing, it's another. All right, let's just remove the clock. Actually, I can add. Let me leave that alone. Image. Wow, this is different. Add source. There's the time. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so now we've got to shrink it. I forgot how to do it. So the clock is now there. Let me take black magic off. Okay, we got the clock. Now I want to see these widgets. Donation, tip ticker, sponsor banner. Chat box. That's how Kristan does it. Let me just do that. I'm just testing. Done. So there's the chat box. So I'm going to do a test in YouTube. Okay, it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Let me do a test. Test. I just seen it. Okay. So there's got to be a way to keep it on the screen. Properties. Theme. Visual settings. Font settings. We'll make the font a little bigger. Source. Chatter. Theme is clean. Color. Let's do blue. Always show messages. Done. Testing. 1, 2, 3. And there it is. Hello, everyone. Fixed. So we have a chat screen. And we can make it smaller. We could put it to a corner. Like that. Let me see what happens if I hope everyone is having a great day. Okay, so now it's going up to the top over the camera, so I would have to bring it down to there. And I can always get rid of it. Now when I do that, it takes the whole thing away. Now where the hell did it go? Now it's gone. Bizarre. Okay. So it changed the size. Once I gotta save that. Let's go back. properties. Boxed. Blue. Always show messages. Okay, that changes the theme. It should be fine. Remember, I'm testing. I'm trying to see how long does this stay up for. I think it says the seconds you could keep it up. I have it at 41. Let's see if it disappears after about 40 seconds. It should. This is fun though to play around with it. At least I got Twitch working. Let me check that now. Yeah, Twitch is working fine. Okay, maybe I have to redo the timing. Yep, it's still up. So we have to fix that. But I'm not seeing it on the streams. I'm seeing it there. Maybe these are lagging. They are lagging. Let me refresh Facebook. Testing is there. All right, so it's working. Good morning. Yeah, it's working. Wow, look at the lag on YouTube. It's not lagging there. Now it showed up on YouTube. It's not there yet on Facebook. It's on Twitch. All right, so this is another little cool thing to have. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take the clock off. What are the little things we can add here? Subscription gold, chat box. I don't know what that is. Stream boss, media share. That's top tip ticker. Okay, a ticker. Credit sponsor banner. Member gold stream label. Instant replay. This is pretty cool. But now, since I gotta go to work soon, I'm gonna game. Oh, I gotta do create output projector. We can get rid of YouTube. Put this over here. Make this full screen. And time to game for a little bit. That's awesome. Everything's working. Go live with the scenery. P and K. Now, Keith, you're probably watching somewhere. Where the heck are you, and how am I gonna do this? It's gonna because this is new to me. NDI source. I'd have to call you on Skype, and I'm gonna have to figure it out on Streamlabs, bro. All right, let's do that test. Why not? I'm gonna call you on Skype. Oh shit! I got Skype muted. Dude, do you see what I'm doing? Uh-oh.
Do what?
Do you see what I'm doing?
No, I have no idea. I'm on the road.
Dude, I'm playing with this new streaming platform. And it is Shade Studio. Your camera should be coming in. I don't understand why it's not Shade Studio.
Really?
Yeah, I have a Skype screen, but I'm not seeing your image. Is your camera on?
No, yeah. I gotta put you on Bluetooth first so I can stop holding the phone.
All right, so let me stop you off the NDI. Let me know when you got your camera on.
I'll call you.
Call me back. Remember, I got to do a show.
It's all set up.
Dude, I got to do a show in 90 minutes. I got to get ready.
Oh, that's cool.
So call me when you get the camera done.
Yeah.
Bye. That's why he didn't have his camera on. More testing. Perfect. That is Keith of P&K Space Imaging on YouTube. One of the best channels out there to observe the moon and planetary bodies. Of course, you can go to Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio, Amanda Curran, Daryl Mason. And Mark has Sky Tour West. Let's just say it's up and running, but he's trying to work out some little issues that are going on, but that will be resolved. But that is going to be something that you have to tune into. Sky Tour live stream on YouTube. All right. Let's see if it works.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, it's working.
There we go.
Your audio's a little...
Yeah, well, I'm trying to work on the, what you call it, hold on.
I'm going to see if I can...
There we go.
I'm going to see if I can adjust your image. All right, cool. I'm going to put you on full screen. It's working.
Yeah?
It's working. I'm going to put it on full screen. I'm going to transform to fit to full screen. There you are. I got you on full screen. I got you on full screen. Now remember, I'm on Facebook and YouTube, so we got to watch what we say.
Well, I'm not. I don't have a potty mouth, do I?
Where are you headed?
I am headed out to Millersburg, Ohio.
You're coming in a little... Let me put you louder. Hold on. Talk to me.
You?
Okay, I'm working on your audio. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you are about feet away from me. So.
Well, I just boosted you up. Where are you going? Ohio?
Millersburg, Ohio.
How far are you from Ohio now?
I should be there in 5 hours and 40 minutes.
Wow. So you've got the 40-footer behind you?
Actually, me know. I got a box trailer behind me. That's why I got to go out here. He wants me just to bring it out and drop it.
Oh, okay, so you're just doing a drop off.
Then I got to stay there for 2 days and then bring it back.
Wow. Wow. So listen, now that I got you on, for anybody who may be watching, I'm streaming on 5 platforms right now, Keith. On YouTube, Facebook, the one that I created, the new one, D Live, and Twitch. So what's going on? Give us a status update on P&K Space Imaging.
We'll be back. That's the best I can tell you.
I'm thinking that both of you are just insanely busy at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you know how the shipping industry is right now.
Yep.
You know, it's just crazy because of the backup.
Yep.
And Paul, of course, he's on the other end of that, managing a mall where everything goes into and opening back up. And,
Yep.
you know, so, yeah, we're just extremely busy. And at the end of the day, even when we have days, we're just like tired and don't feel like it.
Believe me, I know the feeling. I know the feeling from working 7 days a week. Believe me. So where are you? You're still in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, remember last time how we were tracking my way home? I'm back on those roads again. I'm back heading out 283 to the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Wow. So you'll get there. You'll get there like at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, about that. That's what I'm aiming for anyway.
Are you coming for Pine Bush?
But the guy for the hotel and everything, so I was like, cool.
Dude, I got some new toys. We're gonna have fun with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
Like
got like wireless cameras, 3 of them with the stands that I could just sit them anywhere I want and Wi-Fi them into the computer and broadcast.
Dude, aren't things like $1,800?
Say that again?
Aren't those cameras like $1,800?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive, man.
They are, but dude, I bought the cameras, I bought the stands, I bought a 256 gigabyte card for each one of them to record on. I bought more power banks, the good ones, the 50,000 milliamps power supplies for all 3, so it could keep the battery charged. The battery stays charged for 6 hours anyway. Then I bought wireless lapel mics for each microphone.
Damn.
So can you imagine?
You're all set up.
Oh, I'm all set up. That's why I want you to come this way, because unfortunately, Eric, KGRA head of operations, is ill. He's got a serious back issue, so he's not going to make it to Pine Bush this year.
That sucks.
On the flip side, I can pretty much say with certainty, with high confidence, let's just say, that Lee Spiegel, Mark D'Antonio, and Richard Dolan will be there.
That's cool.
So that's going to be
What about Race?
Race is doing other KGRA related stuff at that time. I can't say what, but he's going to be busy doing other stuff for the station. So unfortunately, I really, really would love to meet Race and his wife Robin. I cannot freaking wait for that moment. But it's not going to happen probably this year, you know?
Yeah, that sucks.
But we still have, we still got Mark coming here. Marianne Robb is going to come here. You'll be here. I'm worried about Tycho. I'm really worried because he's psycho. He's not trained for people. You know what I mean?
Telling you, melatonin.
And he's going to just jump over everybody until he gets used to them. But you know how it is. After the first 20 minutes, he calms down once he gets to know who you are.
He gets bored with you.
Yeah. He chills out. But it's still a concern, It's because he's going to bother people by jumping on them and all that. You know how it is. And
I remember, melatonin's all natural. I used to give it to my dog when we had a lot of people over, and he was perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna do research into that.
Yeah.
I do have the melatonin here for me, but there has to be an animal prescribed because I can call my vet. There has to be something that I can get from the vet too. You know what I mean?
Hell is this guy hauling?
Yeah, what is that? you can, now I know you're staying in that lane the whole time, right? You're not going to go into the other lane. That looks like.
Of course not. I would never do something like that.
It almost looks like a refrigerator, but it's not. What is that?
Data bank for servers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's a housing unit. Hershey. I used to love going to Hershey Park. Oh my gosh. It's been a long decades since I've been to Hershey. Well, a little kid.
Yeah.
But I think Hershey also has I don't know if I'm confusing it with Downey Park. It has the water park next door. I think that's Downey.
You're thinking of Dorney.
Yeah, that's it, Dorney.
Dorney Park.
Yeah, Dorney.
It was Dorney Park and Wildlife Kingdom.
Right. That's awesome too. That's nice.
Yeah, that's up towards Allentown.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's actually closer to you than it is to me, I think.
Wow. Yeah, but you're down more. Listen to me. Well, you're going to be okay in Ohio. They're saying that it's not going to probably affect you, but we're going to have heavy thunderstorms later.
Oh, great.
But let me look at the radar for you. Let me see your weather. I'm going to look at your weather. But you got all that equipment at your disposal, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've got all that stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, let me look.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look right here. I mean, I got the whole, what you call it?
You're in the clear, Ohio. You're good. The storms are starting to build in western New York, the line. It's barely. Yeah, you're beautiful over there. Yeah, we have a crazy line developing up to the north. It may leak into Ohio, maybe, because it looks like it's trying to develop by the lakes up in Ohio, but really it's New York State that's got the line developing, all up and down New York State.
Down here in the Susquehanna Valley, there's a line of like 40 to 50 tanker trucks filling up water out of the Susquehanna River heading to California.
Wow.
They're pre-stocking because they think it's going to be a bad fire season.
Yep.
California put up these big, water tanks everywhere so they can have a supply.
Yeah, that's a serious issue that's going on. But dude, be safe. And we'll get together, we're going to get together for Pine Bush, and you can come whenever you want. Is your wifey coming?
Most likely.
Okay, so since Race...
confirm her for sure.
Well, since Race isn't coming, unfortunately, you could stay in the big room with her. I mean, in my room with her.
Damn right. Put D'Antonio on the couch.
No, D'Antonio will go to the big room, the master. Mom will stay in the middle. You'll go in my room. And me, I don't care about the couch. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. And I'll set the tent up just in case, too, if I want to just go outside in the tent and chill. But give me a call Thursday so we can talk privately about stuff with Pine Bush and stuff.
All right.
Because I've got shows now during the day. He's back from vacation. Kristan is back, so I've got shows from 12 to 2 Eastern, and then, my nighttime routine for the station. So, I'm busy, you know that. I'm busy too. But I've been doing a lot of streaming. But now with this, dude, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Have you ever used it? Dude, you got to, it's awesome. Look into
I've tinkered with it. I haven't really used it.
I'm using it now, and it's not that expensive, and you can stream on so many platforms. It's OBS, but it imports all your OBS settings into it. It's so awesome, Keith. Like right now, this is easier than OBS. I'm seeing you full screen. Actually, we all are seeing you full screen, driving on wherever you are.
Well, I hope so. I'm on landscape.
Yeah, it looks good too. The image looks really good. It's strong signal.
Damn right. Well, you remember when I was coming back from Wisconsin, in the rain that night?
Yeah.
Dude, you got me through that Pennsylvania Turnpike drive. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, I remember. I remember all of us were hanging out with you for like 2 hours more, maybe more than that.
Dude, it was almost 4 hours.
Yeah, it was long. Yeah, that's right. And we kept you company all the way home.
When I got on the turnpike, and the turnpike is like 302 miles long or something like that.
Yeah. Well, look, we're gonna have fun. You know, we're gonna have a lot of fun when we get together for Pine Bush weekend. It might be. I don't know if I'm gonna have 1 million people here because I'm really worried about the dog.
Yeah.
You know, that's a concern because if he gets out, it's over. It's done. He's gone. You know, I'm really, really, really worried about that. But we'll talk. Be safe. Give me a call tomorrow, Thursday. I lose track of days now. Give me a call tomorrow anytime after 3.
Okay.
And
I'll
then,
be in a hotel then. But
oh, yeah, so then you'll be comfortable. Yeah, give me a buzz.
all right.
All right, listen, be well, be safe. Send my love to your wife and when you talk to her, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy.
Later, bro. That worked, though. That's pretty good. It worked. Worked flawlessly, actually. That's some good stuff. Live Live Keith driving to Ohio, because that's what he does. He's a hauler. And he's on his way to somewhere in Ohio. He should actually go stop off and visit Charles. I don't know where. He should actually hook up with Charles. I should call him back. That if it's close to where Charles is, it's a no-brainer. Our buddy Charles. Anyway, I'm actually going to call him back. But then again, I don't want to volunteer other people. Yeah, go to Charles' house. That's between him and Charles. Here I am volunteering him to go hang out with Charles. It's what I do. Get in trouble. All the time. Anyway, we're going to have some really bad storms later. It's going to be 90 degrees today. I don't know if I'll be in the pool after Kriston's show because I haven't checked the water. I have to clean it. Matter of fact, I should go outside in a little while and put some chemicals in the pool because it probably needs it. But I'm going to game for a little while. That was the whole goal after the testing. So that's what I'm going to do. Family Feud. I know. I remember the Family Feud nights. Okay, that's Twitch, Facebook, DLive, here, and YouTube. So we are on 5 streams. And now I'm going to show Kriston something today that he never tried. He never had the need to try it, but and I'm going to stay on for about 40 minutes because I got to get prepped for shows. Tonight, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, Debbie Cobble, Experiencer. Actually, it's actually a really big case. Bud Hopkins, there's a movie. Or was it a TV series? I don't remember. Okay, well, how much money do I have? 157. This race was tough. I should just go to where I didn't do much damage. Okay, those I did a lot of races. Road C. Breakout. What is breakout? Garage. We need a road class between. Is that it? What about upgrades? Cannot. I don't like the color. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, paint. We want gloss, maybe metallic. Let's go with that. I don't like being on that side with the camera. It's not, I don't feel comfortable on that side. I'm not used to it.
Remember to be smooth on the power and be gentle on the brakes in these wet conditions.
Whoa.
Great overtake.
Wow. It is tough with the weather. The worst thing I could do is brake. Yep, once I brake, that's done. Ooh. gosh. Where's my phone? I don't even know where my phone is. Charging. Ugh. Wow, they got back to me quick. Some folks that are doing a documentary on UFOs. Get them on maybe with Don Ecker as guests. Actually, let me mute this. That was really cool. Wow, we've got a lot of mutual friends. Yep, Mark, we've got a lot of mutual friends. Let's see. Are we already connected? We are not yet. How do I do it? It says I think we are. Let me see. This is a good, interesting. I love bringing on new folks. Like I'm not familiar with. Confirm. Hold on. They have a new documentary. Making Contact. Be Inspired. UFO sighting documentary. Oh, I've got to. Let me call the Don. I'm going to call Don Ecker. Mark. I have to go off the air here. This is important. Work calls. He's usually up. Decker is usually up. It's 7:30 in California.
Hello.
Good morning, sunshine. Oh, there's a lot going on right now. This is like bang bang. Copy. I gotta send this to Don. That's picked up. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Don.
Well, I could hear you.
Business. That is so cool. This is going to be good. So Don Ecker, the Don Ecker. He's got Lee Spiegel on Friday. Commander Cobra. No, I was muted. No, I was muted. I was on a call. This was business. This is station related. And I have to get off really soon because now I got to set up the streams for them, for their video shows. But Genghis, we are now. Where are you? You're in YouTube. No, I didn't get the Wild Little shirt. And Marco's there. Yeah, you hear the audio now. Look what I did. You want to see a new toy with this stuff? Check it out. You guys will get a kick out of this. It's kind of like... All right. Oh, shit, I can't do it there. Where's YouTube? I killed YouTube. I should have never killed YouTube. Oh, no, YouTube is here. I am doing some crazy multitasking right now. You have no idea what's going on. I've got a lot of stuff going on. It's insane. Look, you see it? You see it on the screen? It was a top secret KGRA call. Keith was on earlier. Good. Do you see what's on the screen? You see how your chats are appearing on the screen? I added that little. So we're on YouTube, DLive TV, DLive.tv, Facebook, the one that I'm always on, the new one, and Twitch. So we're streaming on 5. I fixed Twitch. I fixed it. That's why I was doing this. So we're streaming through 5 platforms right now. Which is pretty cool. So I just got Don Ecker because they contacted me. One friended me on Facebook. I didn't know who it was until I looked. And I can make that smaller. I can make that bigger. You know, I can make that chat screen adjusted. That's what Kristan T. Harris does on his show. I figured it out how he did it, how he does it with the widgets. I'm learning. You know me. I'll pick things up and I'll roll with it. It won't stop now. I'm adding widgets to this. But a guy contacted me. And they came out with a UFO documentary. And it's worldwide. It's global. So I'm going to get the guy and the producer on with Don Ecker. And Don Ecker's, been around for decades. He's well known in the field. He's got a big fan base. It's going to be a great show. And I'm looking forward because I got to watch the trailer. I'm not going to get into specifics until it's finalized. I'm not going to mention their names. And I'm not going to mention anything else until we finalize this. But, yeah, exactly. Not really. Because the only thing that's going into there is YouTube. Only the YouTube chat appears in there. Because these other ones, I'm going to have to figure out a way to tie them in. It depends on which one you sign into using it. Okay, where'd that come from? I just heard. But it's going to be really great. These guys have done a really great documentary. Anyway, so I'll just say it. Well, I would look into it. It's called Making Contact, the documentary. And And like I said, the producer and the individual that's the main person involved should be on Don Ecker Show July 30th. And they're in communication now. I put them together. So they're probably... That's the producer now. They're probably in communication in about 5 minutes. And where Don Ecker is, it's only 8 a.m. He's going to be like, Bill, what did you do? But it's good. Hey, I'm on top of things. You know that. When I was younger, it was different. Now it's like because just in case any of my old friends are watching, is that the same Bill? No, it's not the same Bill. It's not the same Bill. This is the different Bill. This is the hyper Bill that is a workaholic. And no drinking. I don't drink anymore. I do, but it's like every 3 months. And it's tequila. That's it. And yes, I'm over 21, so I can drink. But yeah, isn't that cool with the chat on the screen now? And I could remove it. I could put it on and take it off. But it's a pretty cool feature. Yeah, not the same Bill. Marco, not the same. It's Bill 2.0. With a little plus sign. Actually, like Marco knows, with the E. Lots of E's. Oh, that's a private joke. For those who know Marco, I've known him a long time. How many years now, Marco? We're going close to a decade. Do you realize that? A decade, close to it. No, the wallet's coming next week. The other 2 shirts, I actually got 2 more shirts coming. The first Slayer shirt is here, but that's not the Harley one. The Harley Slayer shirt comes next week. I can't wait for that one. There it is. There's the E. I was waiting for the E. But yeah, everything's... And the glasses. Is it crazy? Did I tell you the story? I went to a flea market. Kevin was around for this whole thing. I went to a flea market with Mom on Saturday. And I had a list. I don't think I have the list now. It's gone. But my list was... Let me bring the mic here. And I got to go soon because I got to get ready for Kristan T. Harris, which is live. The Rundown live at 12 Eastern on KGRADB.com for 2 hours. Kristan will be live in an hour. And I'll be working. And you can check out Kristan on KGRADB.com as well as other streaming platforms. But I'm here for KGRA. 11 years, Marco? Is it for real? Is it that long? Wow. Oh yeah. Genghis, you heard this? You heard this story? You know me with my stories. So my mission was socks, yes. Electrical tape, duct tape, D and C batteries, and sunglasses. Because the only place I can find these glasses really in bulk, if the guy is there selling them, he's a designer glasses vendor. My choppers. I love my chopper sunglasses. If I can find choppers, I don't care about oh God, my game. What's the ones I have in the room? The Oakleys. They're nice. Oakleys are nice. But that's a different type of sunglasses. So I get there And Mom was on a mission to buy statues, garden statues outside. She struck out. 0. But we're going back in October. So we get there, and it's big. It's a really big place. It's an airport. It was an old airport, Stormville Airport. Yeah, I do too, Genghis. I do. But I needed ankle socks. I have the thermal. I have all that. I have plenty of winter gloves, you know. I put it on the list, but... So I get there, and I'm like, we're walking up and down. So I see him. I see the guy with the glasses. And right away, I'm looking. And I say, do you have choppers? He goes, yes, I do. So I ran right to it. He had 1 box of choppers. So I bought the silvers, 2 of them, 1 blue, and that's 3. And I bought a total of 5, and I bought polarized. They're great. The polarized glasses are awesome. But those weren't choppers. That was another brand. But they're beautiful. So I said to Mom, because it was the glasses guy score. I scored with 5 pairs, but it's not over. So I told him, if I can't find socks, I'll be back. Now I'm thinking I'm going to find socks because they always have socks vendors. So I see another, because I'm looking, I'm scoping for anything. So I stopped off at a veterans booth and I bought a beautiful shirt. The money goes to proceeds to help veterans. It's a beautiful shirt, and I bought a chain with a bullet on it. And he said that there's only 15 of these. We're off today. What? I'm off. Okay. I was just talking about you on Facebook Live. No, he's been gone for a month. He needs to catch up. Anyway, so I'll talk about Kristan in a minute because I'm continuing the story. Anyway, so, I didn't want to take too much money because I know I'll spend it all because you'll just find things to buy. So I see another vendor, and I could show them to you. I bought these wood stick Q-tips. They're long, big ones and smaller ones to clean my camera equipment. I said, this is a score. Kristan's messaging me. So there's no live Kristan show today. He just got back from California. He had a great trip. He did an event out west. So he needs to settle. He did a show yesterday, but he needs a day to settle, like to get his stuff organized. To catch up today. He's crazy. He's a great guy. He'll be here staying in my home, I think, from Labor Day weekend for Pine Bush all the way up to September 11th because he's doing an event in the city. So Kristan T. Harris will be possibly live from my house. But anyway, so I see these Q-tips. I had to get them $1 each. I could show them to you. They're awesome. A big bunch. Oh my God, who's this? Texas. Hello?
Sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Mike Rivera, did I get you back?
Is Mike, I'm trying to think of who you are. You got the right number?
Is this the gentleman I was just talking to? You weren't speaking to me. Gibson?
No. No.
No? Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. You have a great day, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Wrong number. I was like, he wanted Gibson Custom World. It's guitars or something. I was like, whoa, what is that? Anyway, so then I'm walking along. I'm still looking for the socks. I'm on a mission. No socks. Then I find the electrical tape. 10 of them for $10, which is an average price. That's about right. I couldn't find duct tape. So that mission was done. And there was a lot of vendors, and I couldn't find nobody who was selling socks. Is that incredible? Nobody's selling socks in the whole place. They usually have 3 vendors that sell all socks. Is there a sock shortage? I don't know. Then I bought like sponges for here. And I bought a bunch of other little stuff. I can't remember. So then I went back and bought 2 more pair of choppers. So that made 7. And they were $8 a piece. I mean, that's cheap. For choppers, that's cheap. So I bought 7 pairs of choppers. I come home and I left with no socks. I was wearing socks, but I left with no socks. So I come home and Mom and I went to the supermarket, and next door there's a Family Dollar store. And then that's when I went in. I said, let me see if they have ankle socks here. I ended up scoring. They had the 10-pack for $8. 10 pairs for $8. I bought 2 packs. I got my socks anyway. It was like going to the flea market. So then I was on with Kevin Rabbit, Rascally Rabbit that comes hanging out here. Is the chat still on the screen? Because I could just read the chat and see what you guys are saying. It's great. I got to actually do the station quick before I forget, because Kristan is not going to be live today. He's got some things he's got to take care of. He'll be back on tomorrow, though. He better be. I really miss working with Kristan. I actually cannot wait to meet him and hang out with him here. And we'll have a lot of fun. I might have to take a trip with him down to the city and show him. I don't want nothing to happen to him in New York City while he's down here. Not saying that. The last time I went to New York City, before skipping the story I was just telling, the last time I went to the city was with a bunch of folks that came here for Pine Bush, and I was playing security officer. Because when you go to Manhattan, and I don't care, this is definitely the truth. And I'm from originally the Bronx, New York City. When you go into Manhattan and you go to Times Square or down to Trade Center, World Trade, or any Empire, any of the tourist areas, and what do you see people doing that are not from New York? The New Yorkers are just walking the streets. They're going their busy way wherever they're going, to work, whatever. But you can spot a tourist right away, because what do? What's the first sign? Cameras, selfies, taking pictures, taking video. They know you're a tourist. There are elements out there that prey on you. It can be people that are selling bootleg stuff they want to sell you. Most of the time you buy that stuff, you go home, it's an empty disc. If you were to even buy something from these individuals, it's a scam. You have to be careful, very careful. And then you have people out there to do harm, rob you, pickpocket you. There are predators out there. So you have to be really careful when you go into New York City as a tourist, because they're street smart. That's the term. they can pick you out easily. They can spot you out and they'll approach you. Would you like to go on a tour? Take a walk with me. Go. Do not take a walk with them. It's like people are gullible. You know, they think, you know, innocently, like nothing. You got to be very careful as a tourist going to New York. So that's why I said, if Chris Dunn goes to New York City, I may have to go with him. He's a big boy. He can handle himself. But you got to be careful. Exactly, Genghis. It's so true. It's so true. Hold on. I got to do the station. I keep babbling away. Otherwise, I'm going to have nothing on the air. That was a good show. Mr. Gates from Haterazzi. Hold on. Let me get the station set up till 6. Because iDetective will be live. So yeah, that's why I said that. But as far as... So I get home after the flea market. Like I said, Kevin was with me in chat. And I said, you know what? Let me... Because I was going to send Kevin a pair... And I probably still will. I'm going to send Kevin a couple of pairs of choppers. He lives in Canada too. And I said, let me check Amazon. Now, Amazon had my favorite pair of choppers that I had many years ago, but they didn't have the one. I had one that was white and black. It had white flames on the frame. And nice silver glasses. It was beautiful. They didn't have those, but they had the same glasses in different colors. I bought 4 more pairs. So now I've got 11 pairs of choppers. Then I said, wait a minute. I just polished my MC jacket, which is basically new because I don't wear it, my motorcycle jacket. I've got brand new pairs of authentic MC boots, motorcycle boots. And I always wear my jeans or black denim. So I said, wait a minute, what's missing from this? I need a chain wallet, but not like the old school chain wallets, like with the Iron Maidens on it. You know, I need a real wallet because these days, you know, from being a kid to now, the wallet like triples in size. It's not like... So so I had to buy a really high quality leather chain wallet, and the chain comes off, so you don't have to wear the chain. But there's the loop there to put the chain. So now I've got the wallet. So I said, wait a minute. I used to have this Slayer shirt that I loved, but I no longer have it. I've got to find this Slayer shirt. Now they didn't have the exact one, but I found something very similar, which is right here. It's brand new. It came yesterday. So this is the old Slayer shirt that I had, but mine had more stuff on the arms. But that is the old Slayer shirt, okay? I had to have this shirt. I had it when I was younger. I had to have it again. But then I went to eBay looking for that shirt, and I found. Let me just finish the station, because I'm gonna get in trouble. Let me just set it up, because then I don't have to worry about this. That I'll have a major headache if I mess up. 'Cause I don't like to mess up. One more show. Let's put Stan Gordon. Stan is a great guy. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm short. Okay, let me just put another couple of commercials up there. I don't like to have too many commercials. One more ad and I'm good. So anyway, I went to eBay. The station is set. I went to eBay and I said I was looking for the Slayer shirt. Then I found this. And I'm going to share it on the screen. And I was like, that's something I've just got to have. And I'm sure my old high school buddies have long forgotten. I'm sure they would never wear this stuff again in their lives. The majority of them, they're probably, just sitting back in a rocking chair or, just chilling out kind of thing. I'm not saying that that's anything wrong with that, but, before I get in trouble, I will never, ever change like that. Never. Now, I don't know where it is. It had numbers on it. It's not that one. It can't be. Did I delete them? I may have to just share my screen. It might be easier. Because I'm not seeing them. Yeah, I'm going to have to share my screen. So we're going to have to move this here. Go to eBay. So I got these two. But I just got this one. I'm just making sure it doesn't have my information on it. Before I share the screen. All right, so I got this one, and I'm a big Iron Maiden fan. That is awesome. Look at that, a Harley Davidson Iron Maiden shirt with the American flag. That's beautiful. And I'm a Maiden. I have 40 Iron Maiden shirts in my drawer. Well, I said I would never get another one. That's the exception right there. That is the exception. And then I had to get, you can see I ordered it, and then I got that. I had to get that Harley shirt. See that? That is awesome. Now, I'm thinking in the wintertime, fall, when I'm wearing my leather jacket, you know what I mean? The leather jacket with the hoodie underneath. Now, my mother would actually have my head if I started thinking about getting posters again. The posters, I was thinking of getting a motorcycle, but you should have seen how that conversation went. It didn't go well. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I went off. I've got everything I need now. And I've got, oh my gosh, the watch comes tomorrow. The Shaq diamond watch comes tomorrow. It's coming, Marco, tomorrow. But that other one, the other diamond one, the black one, that's beautiful. That'll look nice with my MC. With my take it off. So from my old friends, let me just say that, quote, friends, end quote, from the years past. Everybody changes over time. But I'll probably be the only lunatic still dressing like we did when we were 20. I highly doubt any of them would even wear this stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Marco, I'll just order you some, because look at the ones I ordered on Amazon. Look at the ones. They're coming tomorrow. One pair is coming I got one pair from Amazon Monday, and I'm getting 2 more sometime next week because it's being sent by USPS. Okay, hold on. Check YouTube. He does it there. Okay. Anyway, let me get to the Amazon site because I want to show you. I just want to check and say hello to anybody who may be watching on Facebook, YouTube, DLive, the normal platform that I use now, and Twitch. And I definitely want to send a special hello to Kristan T. Harris if you're watching. Take care of your business, and looking forward to doing your show tomorrow with you. Guys was away for 2 weeks. I mean, he's swamped. He's got to catch up. So he'll be back live tomorrow at noon. I'm being careful not to share my information. Because, you know, these sites, they show your stuff. That's not the color. Okay. So I got this wallet with the chain. That one right there. And they even have a video for it. It's a nice wallet. It's a really nice wallet. It has a lot of sections. Opens up. See, there's inserts. It's nice. It's a nice wallet. Does it come with the money? Yeah, I'm careful, Marco. You got to be. Anyway, so that's that. And then these are the glasses. One pair of them. These are the silvers. Let me just... You can see the date I purchased it, but it doesn't have my address. It does say a little bit, but not enough to... So these are... Look at that. You see how it's got that? And they come in different color. Well, look at the different angles. These are nice. I like... So I had a pair like that in white. So I'm going to see. So that's one. Matter of fact, I could do a search, but I got to be careful. Then this double whammy is coming. These. I'll show it. These. You see the orange? It's really red. The red ones. The red ones are nice. And the lenses are yellow. So the lenses are yellow polarized. So like I said, there's a few of them here that I ordered. I got those, the blue lenses with the blue flame. And the choppers are really nice glasses. So I got two with the blues. I got two blues. Why is he sending me that? What the hell is he sending me that for? Hold on a second. Let me check my KGRA stuff. Did I put the wrong banners? No. Why did he send me that? Did I put the wrong banner in here? Oh, well, I can't. That's not on my end. That's on Jimmy's end. I don't make those banners. Let Jimmy know. I will. Let me message Jimmy Church. Hold on. All right, I sent him the message. Andy, if you're watching, I sent him a message. So yeah, and they're the same price. They're the same price. On Amazon. $8. Aren't they nice? Aren't they nice? Oh yeah, the shield. The shielding is important for wallets. It is important. Because again, you have people out there that can get close enough to you and scan all your shit right off your wallet. You got to be very careful these days. Like I said, especially when you're traveling into a big city. All right, anyway, getting back. All right, let me check all the streams. Nobody's watching over there. D Live is good. Facebook, who knows? YouTube, you guys are in there. And Twitch. It's cool because I can see what you guys are writing on the screen. But I'm going to game. Because now I'm off. I'm actually going to get some soda. And game for a little while. We can't do the music thing. Not while we're on Facebook and YouTube. I'll get smashed. Oh God. Marco, if you want, private message me on Skype. Because choose the ones you like. I'll send you a couple of pair. You should see let me grab the one pair so you see what they look like. The ones that they're selling on Amazon. Because those are the only ones that's selling on Amazon. They have these other ones that the frames are, I don't like them. And they have a lot of them with the padding. Because that's for motorcycles. They have the padding on them. But that's for riding. What is that? Wow, that's nice, Marco. That's pretty cool. I see the leather stuff. That's nice work. I'm looking at the other monitor. So I'm sure you have... Well, I have to save all the photos then to post them here. And remember, I stop posting this on Facebook, they take a different interpretation on what we're showing. Especially with the items that you made those for. You know, it's like that. I have to be careful. Even though it's a case for it's in little pictures. It's cray now. I'll show them later when I'm not on Facebook. Trust me, because when Kevin and Tiffany did streams for Universal, do you know how many times, just based on what they were saying, that the content was taken down? You have to be very careful. And, you know, I take it serious. This is my channel. I can't jeopardize. So I do take responsibility for anything I say or do. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean. It's like, why is he showing that for? But beautiful cases for that. I will show it later tonight because I don't have to stream on Facebook. I don't have to stream on YouTube. I can control each stream individually. But I can't turn them all off either. It's weird. I'm still learning. But yeah, that's awesome, beautiful work. It is a crazy world. But things get misinterpreted and taken out of context. And you have to remember who may be watching. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what they're thinking. I don't even want to get into it too deep. That's what I wanted, the white choppers. But let me show you the choppers that I got from Amazon. They're in the room. I'll be right back. So you could see what they look like. I hope I have soda in my other fridge. Look at the baby! Oh, I don't have soda in there. I have no soda in my... I bought this refrigerator, this little fridge, and there's nothing in it except for pickles. What good is that? I gotta throw some bottles of soda in there. These are the ones I got from Amazon. Get out of my way, my mic. You see the frame? It's the glare of the light is a little annoying, but you can see the blue flame on it, and they're blue lenses, and they fit so nice. They're a nice pair of glasses. They're sleek. They're nice. I like them. I like the choppers. I'm a big choppers fan. That's why, aren't they nice? With the flame, and they come in different colors. Like I showed you. You can get the red with the orange polarized. You can get silver. I had the white, and they were awesome. I can't find the white flame. They stand out. They're beautiful. Those were the ones I had years ago, and they broke. That's the one I'm looking for. They are nice. So, and they're not easy to find. Choppers are not easy to find. Let me put these back because I don't want to get them scratched. I'm missing that. Okay, it's in now. But yeah, that's, the choppers are really sweet. So I've been busy. Just a little. And then this has been the new thing, getting this sorted and streaming on all these platforms. Wow, I saw that picture. That's crazy that you make this all yourself. You know, that's pretty wicked. What's that other one? A wallet? You're making a wallet there? I can show that one. It's true. Busy is good. Let me show the wallet. I can show that one. Why is it doing that? Okay. It's a little glitchy. So this is the wallet you made. Oh wow, I gotta fit that to screen. That's another one. When it gets crazy doing this, fit to screen. Oh my God, what is that? So that's cool that you make your wallets and all that. So you have to have all of that, all the tools to create that. Excellent. Excellent. That went well between Don Ecker and the person that I put him in touch with. That's great. So it looks like it's a go. So I think I'm not going to give it away because, you know, believe it or not, there's a lot of people that try to find out things. So I try not to reveal too much information because there's always people wanting to tune in what's going on station wise. I'll leave it. It'll be announced when the show is gonna air. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of tools. You got to have plenty of tools to do that. Just that alone. But see, that's. I mean, that can be a business. That's exactly what I was just gonna say. That's a business. And it's one heck of a hobby. And you're making money off of it. It's things like this, you know, people could get into, and you can sell them, make your websites, and start selling your stuff. I was even actually thinking when I built the Kraken, this computer, maybe I should start building computers and selling them. But I don't have time. I don't have time to do anything. Like right now, I don't even have time to play a game because I'm getting bombarded with work-related stuff. Yeah, no. Take a video. Take a short video and send it to me and walk us through it. Like, describe to us what we're seeing, what tool is used for us. Make a short introductory video describing your work area, what you do. You know what I mean? That would be pretty cool for people to see. Like, I am going to do, and it was Race's idea, and he had a great idea. I'm going to do a kind of a tutorial on skywatching and the camera necessary and how to do it, how to stream it, or just to do it yourself. I'm going to do a video for KGRA But I'm going to ask Eric and Warren what they think about that. But I think it would be really cool to do a video showing how to set up a stream and the equipment necessary. It's a great thing. It really is. Now, I don't have the telescope out. It's collecting dust in the garage. And I really don't want to drag that monstrosity out. But I'll just stick to the Skywatches because I actually can use my other Sony to film the new Sony, how it's set up, and describe it. Or I could just put the Sony on a tripod in the house and describe what I'm doing with it, with the settings and everything else. I could just do it in the house. And then I could actually cut that video and film one outside in real, like I'm gonna do a really cool video like that, how to stream. This is very, it's, if you do it right, the gamers that do the gaming streaming, it's really not that complex. I mean, it's almost like a plug and play thing. They get their video cards, their GeForces, Nvidias, they put it in the machines. That's probably the hardest thing to do, and it's not even hard to put a card in the PCI. They probably get some cool audio cards, like I have a good one in there, and I have the GeForce in there. And basically, you get an internal capture card and stream away. That's it. But when you're doing the cameras, multiples, and those cables, and oh my gosh, getting it all sorted, it's almost the same thing because you still got to go into your capture card. I can't share the screen because if I share the screen, you're going to see the box and the box and the box kind of a thing effect. But I actually can show it another way using the old OBS. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I open up OBS Studio. I don't know what's going to happen because this OBS is open. It can't work. I don't even know if it wants to open. Okay, it's opening. Oh, that's weird. Are we still on? Okay. Let me stop sharing screens on this one. Let me make it full screen. So now I've got two OBSs open, but this is Streamlabs. So if I share my screen, that's OBS Studio. Now I'm hot on there because the mic is on a different level. So I can lower it. So my audio is not piping through there too. It's a little hot over here too, but I'm leaving it alone. This is the most complicated part, is setting up the sources. That's the most complicated part. Once you get this all sorted, all your sources, you're good to go. And it's not hard to do. You just add them. The little plus sign, add a source, whatever the source is, name it. Find if you did I'm not going to do it though, like NDI, the NDI source is for video. Skype comes into NDI. The text GDI, the clock. That's an example. Display capture speaks for itself, but audio output, audio input. Blackmagic is my capture card. You just got to know how to use this, and you're good. sorting it out. And the main thing is going into your, which I can't see it, is going into your settings and knowing how to set this up properly. You put your stream keys in here, you pick it up, whatever it is in here, your outputs, recording. I have YouTube as a backup place to stream using recording. That's a little trick. You have to set it up a certain way. This is the way you do it. It may look complicated, but it's really not. And that's the best way to stream. Look at my CPU right now. It's at so low. That's the hardest part, is setting up the software. Once all of that is sorted out, it's not hard to stream, but that's the hardest part. Getting it all set up. Like I had to do all that and import it here because this is Streamlabs OBS. So all my settings that was in OBS Studio was imported into Streamlabs OBS because it's the same thing. It's just a little different design. And the multi-streaming part of it. That's why Streamlabs is the way to go, because of the multi-streaming. As I said, I'm streaming right now on 5 platforms. And that's what Streamlabs can do. But you can put all kinds of toys in here. Like I just put that chat box in there. There's all kinds of widgets people put in. I could show you, but like if I added something in here, I brought it up earlier. I could put donate here, this, that, click this, click that. That's what people do. I don't need that. No. See, I'll show you what it looks like. This is what you could, oh shit. This is what you can do. Right there. With Streamlabs. Look at all the widgets. All these widgets you can add. Donation goal. Subscription goal. Sponsor banner. It's got all this stuff. And this is the stuff that you would add as sources. All in here. So I added the chat box right there. That's what you're seeing right now. That's a widget. And I'm not going to get crazy with it. I could if I want to. I don't need it. So that's just describing how to do the layouts. And then you could pick out your different layouts and save them in your scenes. It's a little complicated, but once you get used to it, it's easy. But you could have all these things. And if you don't have the internet speed, and if you don't have the computer that has the power, this is all a moot point because it's not going to work. Do you know how I struggle with people based on their signals? You know how many people are not hardwired Ethernet and trying to stream using Wi-Fi? That's Wi-Fi for streaming is a recipe for disaster in any scenario, whether you're a gamer, you're a podcaster, you're a host of a show. It is just not the thing to do. Because you're setting yourself up for a fail, for problems. Yeah, it might be a matter of convenience to take your laptop and sit anywhere you want in your house. Yeah, it's a matter of convenience. But is that what you're worried about? Or are you worried about your performance and the professionalism needed to do the stream properly in the right setting? Get close to your router, get a cable, and wire it in. Hardwire. I cannot get over in my head, And you know I've been producing for years. It's like 5 years now. Easy. I cannot, and I work every day. I cannot get it in my brain. It's frustrating. It's like, I just don't understand it. Hard wire. You can't say it any simpler than that. Hard wired. Stop using Wi-Fi. Now, some people are able to get a solid Wi-Fi. 5G. Their router is not far away from where they're sitting. But still, it's still Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi cannot replace hardwired, ever. And like I said, you are looking at failure, possible failure, drops, crashes when you're using Wi-Fi. Audio will crash, video will crash. You're using a lot of bandwidth. If other people are using the Wi-Fi in your house, you got to tell them to shut them off because they're all tying into the Wi-Fi. So it's things like that. So if you're going to be doing gaming, you know what I'm saying, Marco. It is frustrating. And I'm sure the gamers, whoever's gaming and on these platforms, they know what they're doing. They wouldn't be on these platforms if they didn't know what they were doing. They know what they're doing. But for anybody who's interested in doing it or podcasting, you have to have the proper equipment or it's just not going to work. Your CPU will hit 100. It's going to crash. Your RAM is going to hit 100. It's going to crash your system. The best is when people have 1 million browsers open and they wonder why their computer's so slow. It's amazing. Or another one, they have 1 million, not 1 million. Their whole desktop is full of folders and document files and all kinds of stuff is covering their entire screens. I'm like, oh my God, do you realize what you're doing to your desktop drain when you do that? That is the worst thing you could do. Don't have all that on your desktop. Go look in your desktop folder on your computers. That's where it all is. It's killing it. It's killing the computer. It's slowing it down. And these are the little things that frustrate me because people just do it anyway. They don't realize how much harm they're doing to their systems. Especially if it's Windows. And you have to know the in and outs of the system. It eats the power. You remember when my computer crashed 6 months ago before I built a new one? Because I accidentally dumped. I was going from folder to folder, manually dragging. The worst thing. Go up on top and move to. Don't ever drag. If you're doing multiple files, don't drag them because if they get caught up in your desktop, they're all going to load onto your desktop and they're not going to stop. You can't, even if you do task manager and task, it's going to keep going and it's going to crash your system and destroy it. You don't know. And then they wonder why their computers are slow and messed up. It's really not good. It's baffling, actually. But, a lot of people aren't tech savvy either. And I mean, I don't have much on my C drive because my C drive is the M.2 card in the motherboard. I have nothing on it. All the files are going to an SSD drive, my D drive. I have many drives. All the radio show files, all the video stuff is on the D, KGRA related. It's not on the C drive. The C drive only has the operating system on it. All pictures, documents, folders that I put stuff in is on the SSD, 4 terabyte in there. You want to keep your operating system that as clean as possible. And the M.2 is better than an SSD drive. It's fast. It's faster because it's actually on the motherboard. And you only want your operating system on that. That's it. So, like, this is the only thing right here. I'm going to show you. This is the only thing I have, because I didn't move them to the other drive. This is the C drive. I'm going to show you. This is the only thing I have in desktop on this computer. That's it. That's it. That's it. So it's not draining the M.2 card. But when you put a million things on your desktop screens, it's a recipe for disaster. All those icons, shortcuts, files, folders. No good. No good. And Genghis is now transferred over to the other. Oh yeah, I keep it clean. Are you kidding? Everything is going to the other drive. I have a D. I have an E. The F is the external CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, and I have a G. So I actually have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 drives connected to this computer. 2 are internal, 2 are external. And I back up on those other external drives. Everything's backed up. God forbid. Gotta have backup. You gotta back your stuff up. That's another thing people don't do. They don't back up their stuff. You need to back up your stuff. Because God forbid it crashes, you have a backup recovery. You have to back up your stuff. Even if you have to go buy an external drive, or you can't get a flash drive. It's just not going to happen. You need an external drive at least. Like a 2 terabyte. Minimum. But you got to back up your stuff. Because if it crashes, you're done. I see you, Genghis, over here. But these are the little nuances, the things that you have to, for everything to work properly. This is how you got to do it. And I'm willing to help anyone if they're starting out. When I built this maniac thing over here, this Kraken, which was incredible when I did it, because I bought all the parts at once. I just went nuts. I just bought everything, and pretty much I was right when I bought this to build it. So when I built this, that over there, the Kraken, that was not hard to build at all. It looks intimidating. The water pump, the cooler pump on top of the processor. That's easy. It's the worst part is trying to keep all your cables and stuff neat when you have a million things inside your case. That's the hardest part, is cable maintenance. Everything else is self-explanatory. You put a card in this slot, you put a card in that slot, you put a card in this slot, depending on what kind of card it is. M.2, a video card, an audio card, whatever. Your RAM, your SSDs going into your SATAs. It's really not that hard. The hardest part, now this has 6 fans. There's 2 on the top, 1 in the back, and 3 in the front. There's 6 fans in there. The hardest part that I had, because there's 2 controllers for those lights. One is on the case, and one is the controller down here. And you can actually put more in there. That goes to the pump, and it's actually now controlling those fans. And this card is synced with the lights. Oh my God. There's so many. I had such a hard time fitting these cables in because there was so many cables. There's so much stuff in there. The back is completely packed with cables. Oh, I did all that. Genghis, I did that. It's packed. It's packed. See, these wires here, these thick wires, is that pump. And then I had to run the wires going down to the bottom because it's magnetized. It sticks to the case. That moves. But that's the controller for all the fans. And it's all syncing. Even this is synced to the lights. Even the mouse is synced. All the lights are synced. That was the hardest part of getting this all done. Believe it or not, it wasn't even building the computer. It was syncing the lights. It was a nightmare. Nightmare. Syncing these lights all together. And then another little thing I had to figure out was making a third monitor work. And I'm like, how do I get a third monitor to work independent of each other? You don't want a monitor just to have another screen that looks at the same thing. You want to have an independent monitor, like you can do different things on that monitor. You just don't want to have another monitor for the sake of. That's like, makes no sense. You want to have a third monitor that you could work on it, like I can here. Let me just make this bigger. See, now I'm having a problem with the stretch. Okay, there we go. Anyway. And how you do that, and believe me, all this stuff, you got to do the research. I mean, I need help too. YouTube is a great resource. There's a lot of people that do great do-it-yourself instructional videos. There's a lot of them are promoting themselves like for half the video, and then they get into actual doing. All they do is talk about themselves because they're looking to get the monetization and all that. I get it, but get to the point. You know, they talk for 20 minutes and then they tell you. That drives me nuts. But there's a lot of people that do some great stuff, instructional videos. But the trick was, I have an Asus motherboard, and every motherboard is different. You have to go into your BIOS, and there's a setting in there to set up the individual displays. So I was able to put the game, the GeForce card, the motherboard, and I have another one, a video out. It's not an HDMI, it's the video port. I'm using two out of the GeForce, Because that's one thing, and these cards are insane right now to buy. They're just insane. But I'm going to upgrade this down the line. I want 2 HDMIs out and the video ports. This one has 1 HDMI. So I'm going to upgrade that, but they cost thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. For a video card. GPU. The graphics card. It's insane. So that's the problem. But I'm good for now. Everything works. Plus I got the internal capture card, which has an in and an out. You got the one that's built onto the motherboard. So you just have to know how to set it all up to have all this working properly. I can't get a 4th monitor. I don't have the space. Right now I have 3 32-inch screens in front of me. Oh, no, they're 34s, I think. This is taking up a lot of space in front of me. What more can I do? This is huge. This is crazy. This is 8 feet long and it's all equipment. It's loaded. I have no room. It's 8 feet by 2.5 feet and I don't have any room. I would have to expand it. I'm not going to do it. This is more than enough. Just checking the things. So, this phone drives me nuts. So, if you look at the spread, you can see monitor over there. That's the screen I share the stuff when you see it. That's my screen share. Then we've got this one, and then there's one behind on the other side here. And then this controls cameras, 4 of them. That's the KGRA phone system. That's the mixer. I mean, it's insane. Yes, that's what I'm using, the display port. But I'm using both, Genghis. I'm using both. I'm using both the display port and the HDMI. That's where both of them are going in. If you look at the computer, I'll show you right now, full screen. See the white wire? Hold on. Let me see if I could transform this. Okay, I'm going to try to walk over there because it's a little tough. Okay. This is an adapter. See it? See the adapter? That's the DisplayPort adapter. HDMI going to one of these monitors. But right next to it is the HDMI going out to one of these monitors, going from the video card. So this is actually the DisplayPort. And that's the adapter. And then right next to it is the black one, another monitor. And then I have the 3rd monitor going into the motherboard HDMI up here. See what I'm saying? So this is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 things are plugged in to the motherboard alone. USBs, HDMI. There is 9 up here. 2 down here. The capture card down here, which is this here. Because this is the trick. So this is going out into the capture card. Xbox is coming in. My camera that I put outside is coming in. And I could put 2 more cameras in here so I can have 4. All controlled with this panel. See, that would be the Skywatch one. And you can change them with this device. This is a very important piece right here to control cameras that are plugged into it HDMI. This is a very important piece right here. Alan B. Smith is the one who told me about this. And I said, I've got to get that. So there's, like I said, it's crazy. It's very technical. It's a lot of, you have to know. And then you don't even see other equipment here. The KGRA phone system piece, the interface is under the bar. So that's all wired to that up there. That big Scarlett i18i20, this piece. That's the audio. And all this mixer stuff, the way this is tied in, things are coming into the mixer, things are going out to the mixer, things are going into this is coming back into here. It's insane. The audio cards coming into the mixer. This alone is a major headache, the audio. The phone system is in here. That's how you get the phone calls coming in. It's crazy. So it's not that simple. It's not. It took me years to figure all this stuff out, but I was really good with this stuff anyway. But you know, if I was to predict, I would say there's a handful of people that I know that can handle this. That I know. Well, Keith already is above and beyond me. Keith is great. He's very knowledgeable. Keith is above me. But we learn from each other. I know Charles could do this. I know you can do this, Genghis. I know you could do this, Marco. If, you know. But it's not for everybody. You know, there's some people that are just technically challenged. It's hard for them to figure all this stuff out, because if you screw one thing up, you screw everything up. It can be that way. Like in Windows. It happens to me. But I know where to go to find it to fix it. It happened yesterday with Kristan. Oh, we're on a commercial. I can't hear a thing. He's doing that. It was my Skype. Because updates screw it up. But the big one is this. This is the one that kills everybody. With audio. This is the big one. And this is for Windows users. This is not Mac. Okay. I'm going to share my screen again. This is the big one. This is the one that gives people headaches, horror stories, because they don't know if their audio is screwed up. Either it's their microphone or speakers. This is the one that does them in. That right there. The sound. The properties. Which one are you trying to assign? This is where and then when you assign something here, that affects everything else you're doing. So as I'm speaking to you, if I was to play with that, if I did it wrong, you wouldn't hear me no more. The recording is the microphone. Now the Focusrite, I don't know if you guys could read that. That's the mixer. Going to that. Now it says Focusrite. That's a Scarlett i18i20, but it's a Focusrite. So that is your audio source. Not the computer. Not the mixer. Because the mixer's not plugged into the computer. The mixer is going out into the front of the Focusrite. All the audio sources are coming into the mixer, going out to that. And then that's going out into the computer. So it's complicated. And if you don't assign it properly, you're lost. Because if you look at mine, look at all the different sources I have for a microphone input. And that's another big one. Here's another big mistake people make. Huge. If you have a mixer, for a second I thought I heard a voice. If you have a mixer, or if you have a USB microphone, and you have a camera, please disable your microphone on your cameras. See mine? Microphone on my Logitech C920. It's disabled. Because when you're using any devices, if I went on Zoom, if I went on StreamYard, if I went on Skype, that may show up as the default. Do you know how many times people come on a show or whatever and I have to tell them they have a microphone in front of them? And it's the first thing I tell them. They think they're using their microphone. They think they're using their microphone, hand, whatever. Can you do me a favor? Can you tap your microphone? I don't hear anything. Your microphone is not assigned. Because the webcam microphone is taking as the default. The way to solve that is disable it in your sound properties in recording. Yeah, I know you can rename them. But believe it or not, I know exactly what each one of those are. I don't have to rename them because I know the motherboard. I know what's each component. That actually right there is easier for me because I know what I'm seeing. But you're right. For people that want to keep it simple, like so they know what they're looking at, they can label them. Yeah. Like the real text, that's the motherboard. Down below, you'll see the sound blaster. That's the audio card. And then look at playback. Look at speakers. The 3 monitors right on the top. Bang, bang, bang. See the 3 monitors? But it shows you. It's a monitor. Your 3 monitors. Bang, bang, bang. So if I wanted to, I could assign that and hear the sound coming through my speakers on my monitors here, which are TV sets. Of course, the card. Then the internal. The audio card. The mixer. And this up here is the internal capture card. But if you don't know what's what, and like you said, Genghis, you can label them to make it easier for a person to interpret. If you don't know what's what, you're going to be assigning stuff here. Like, and see how I have 2? There's a very important reason. Default communications device. Default device. If that's not right, it's not gonna work. So that's a game changer. That's a killer for a lot of people. Why can't my audio work? It's that. That's what it is. And then some people will do this. Sound on Windows. It's terrible. Sound settings. It brings this up. That's the worst. Don't go in there. Don't use that. Don't use that. Go into your control panel and go into the source itself. Don't use this. This is generic. This is basic. See, my output device is the sound blaster. It's the audio card. This is generic. This is basic. To get into the real good stuff, you need to go into that sound setting. It's a lot easier. I would not use this. I would not use this at all. I don't touch this. I go right into the control panel area. So there's little, like I said, I could talk on and on about all the things with. It's complicated. it's technical. And it takes time to learn all these different things. Oh my gosh. Genghis, I'm worried about it. I'm really worried about Windows 11. Not so much. I'm worried about the bugs. I'm worried about the compatibility issues. Because it takes time for software to catch up to make their stuff compatible for Windows 11. Half the stuff I have may not work with Windows 11 because they haven't themselves made it compatible to work with Windows 11. That's a game changer. That's really got me scared because I've got so much stuff. That has me really nervous. Everything's fine right now. If it's not broken, don't fix it. For what? What kind of improvements is Windows going to do 11 over 10? That I need it badly. That I cannot do now. That's the way I look at it from a logical, rational point of view. Is there some benefit to upgrade to 11 that 11 offers? You know what I mean? Then we got to go through the whole nightmare again of possible bugs and vulnerabilities and fixes. I was telling everybody a couple of weeks ago about that Microsoft warning that came out about the printer spool service, that you needed to update your Windows ASAP because hackers could get into your computers, steal your data, change stuff in your computers, even take it over. Have full access to your computers. Microsoft came out with that. Microsoft, look. Printer spooler warning. Check this out. This was serious. I'm going to share the screen. This was a week ago. And I went on and I told everybody, update your computers. This is serious. Urgent warning about the Windows print nightmare bug. This one about an unpatched vulnerability that hackers are apparently actively exploiting. This bug, which has been referred to as print nightmare, seems to affect pretty much all Windows users. That's according to a warning that Microsoft issued. It's as bad as it gets. An attacker who successfully exploited this vulnerability could run arbitrary code with system privileges. They deleted it. But it doesn't matter. It was vulnerable. It was out there. People were posting about it on the internet. It would enable them to install programs, view, change, or delete data, and create new user accounts with full user rights. Think about that. That's it. They're completely in. They can install programs, view, change, or delete data, and create new accounts with full user rights. That was last week. And I went on and I told people, you better upgrade your computers. And they even released a Windows 7 vulnerability update for Windows 7 users. And they haven't updated Windows 7 in years. But they did for this one. Because that's how serious it was. They actually came out with a Windows 7 fix. And it doesn't say it here, but I know they did because I updated somebody's computer last week manually, helping them clean it. And it said Windows, when I went to press update, it said the Windows 7. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was available for Windows 7 too. So even if you're a Windows 7 user, it'll update. And it said, when I saw the Microsoft message, it said update ASAP, like as soon as possible. So that was serious. That's bad. Oh my gosh. Did I just go off on like a crazy rant for like an hour talking about this stuff? I did. I really need. It's getting hot in here. That means it must be getting really hot outside. I think it's going to hit 90 today. I could feel the heat. It's like I could feel it coming through the walls. I could feel it. It's like I could feel the heat building in here. It's still not too bad in here. I have the air off in the whole house. But I think that's going to change. Let's see. It is 82. Feels like 88. Now, why am I not in the pool? That is the question. Today, stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Sunshine and clouds mixed. Well, let's see if that's true. Oh, yeah. It got sunny. So you know what that means, right? It means Bill's going into his pool now. That's what that means. But I'll be back tonight. After iDetective, which is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on KJRADB.com. And Jimmy has Debbie Cobble on tonight as his guest. There is no Soul Wanderings tonight. AJ is off this week. So I am going to take, because you know what? If I don't go out in my pool, come September, October, I say, why didn't I go in my pool when it was 90 degrees outside? That's like foolish. These are the days you want to be in your pool. And then I smack myself and say, why didn't I take advantage of those hot days to be in the pool when I could have and I didn't? Especially that I'm off because Kristan took off today. So I'm going in my pool now. So who's here? Marco Genghis. I saw Charles drop in for a minute. Whoever else may be watching out there, have a great rest of your day. I'll be back sometime after 7 Eastern Time again. If it's clear tonight, this will be a Skywatch. I will do a Skywatch tonight. What's today's date? 14th? Right? Yeah. So we'll do a Skywatch tonight if it clears up. We'll see. Otherwise, Marco, Genghis, Charles, whoever's watching, have a great day. See you all.